Good morning, everyone. Welcome back for the Daily Soul Sync. We are back with another Daily Soul Sync for everyone. For anyone who's new to Soul Sensei is a space built for healing, growth, and real connection. We host live sessions and guided practices to help you all reconnect with yourself through energy work, meditation, and spiritual exploration, all with some truly amazing guides and teachers. Before we begin today's session, I would request each one of you to kindly turn your cameras on. It's always wonderful to have some faces on the screen, and it helps the guide connect with you all better. Thank you to everyone who has their cameras on. It's wonderful to see you. For the flow of the session, we are going to start with a short introduction, followed by the guided practice led by our expert, and then we are going to have the floor open for some reflections or some questions. Without further ado, I want to welcome and introduce our leader, Anahata Meher, joining us today for this session. She is a spiritual guide and an intuitive healer with over 13 years of experience. She works across chakra alignment, inner child healing, energy work, and soul healing to support deep emotional and energetic transformation. Over to you, Anata. Wishing everyone a very calm and a soulful session ahead.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to day 11 of Daily Soul Sync with me, Anahata Meher. It's been a wonderful journey. Really, thank you, all of you who've been joining in every day for showing up, and all of you who are here for the first time today. You're very welcome to our sessions. I am Anahata Meher. I'm a practitioner of healing since the past 13 years and I support people on their healing journey. We've been taking a chakra journey on SoulSensei since the 1st of January. Before I go further, I would like to ask the people who have joined for the first time if you are aware of the chakra system. If yes, can you please type yes in the chat box? I would really request you to respond. It really helps create a better connection. And all of you who are here, if you can turn your cameras on, it would really be nice so that I can connect with all of you better. However, I don't want to force you to do anything that is out of your comfort zone. And please do write in the chat box if you've come here for the first time. Doesn't seem like anyone is here for the first time. Okay, so we'll continue. Let's open sacred space today as we do every day by using our voice. Let's bring our hands in prayer position to our heart center. Let's close our eyes. And let's begin by chanting 3 ohms. Let's begin. And I invite you to continue to breathe with your eyes closed and your palms in prayer position at your heart center as I invoke and invite today the universal healing mantra, which is also the Kundalini mantra. So let's begin with breath. Ramadasa Sa Se Soham Ramadasa Sa Se Soham Rama Dasa Sa Se Soham. Gently feeling this energy of Ra, the sun, Ma, the moon, Da, the human, the body, the earth, Sa, the total infinity, Sa Se, the universe, and Soham, I am this infinite universe. And with this awareness, let's connect to our heart center and gently rub our palms together, placing them on our eyelids. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes. Today, we are going to be working with the heart chakra, and I was guided to invoke this mantra, Rama Dasa Sa Se Soham. So if you want to make a note of what this means, or if you want to remember what it means, this is a mantra that is used in Kundalini energy work, and it is also known as the universal healing prayer. And Ra signifies the sun, Ma, the moon, Da, the earth, Sa, the infinity, Sa Se, the entire universe, and Soham, I am that infinity. And they are very simple syllables that we can chant every day and regularly, and they will help open our heart. So we've been working with the Anahata Chakra, the heart chakra. We've been learning the Bija mantras. The Bija mantra of the root chakra was Lam. The Bija mantra of the sacral chakra is Vam. The Bija mantra of the solar plexus is Ram. And the Bija mantra for the heart chakra is Yam. Yes? If I could please pause this session for 1 minute, there is a little bit of noise outside my room. I'm going to come back in one moment. I'm really sorry to disturb you. Hi, I'm back. Apologies for that pause. They were cleaning something and the water was falling, so I was feeling that sound. Coming back to the Anahata Chakra. And before I go further, this is also something that we need to be aware of. This life is filled with everything. No matter what we try to do, there will always be some kind of chaos around us. There might be disturbances. There might be things that do not go according to the way we want. However, we have to do our best to show up, and we have to do our best to stay focused on what the task is at hand. Yes, if we feel we are going to have an open path where there will be no obstacles and no challenges, that is not possible. So all we can do is do our best and then surrender the rest. Yes, because there is a lot of there are a lot of people around us. There is a lot of energy around us. There's a lot going on that is way more than us. And which is why the mantra that came today, it took us to infinity. We are a very small part of this infinity, right, in the human form. And in the heart chakra, we can actually access this truth. That yes, I am human, however, I am also spirit, I am infinite universe, and I'm having this human experience. And the human experience will be filled with everything. And how do I embrace all of it? The only way that I can embrace all of it is when I approach it with oneness. I am one with everything. So the chaos is also me, and the grace is also me. Right? We take responsibility. We've been working with the spiritual warrior in each chakra this week, along with learning the Bija mantras. And in the heart chakra, one would think that the warrior will be most powerful in the solar plexus, and yes, it is. However, we need to be the most powerful to be in the heart, because the heart is a unified field, it is a place of love. This is where we can dissolve our ego, this is where we can completely clear our separation, and this is where we can embrace everything and everyone as they are and as it is. Beyond the human form, beyond the human existence, beyond the duality, we are all one. And we are all adding, or we are all subtracting from the collective web. So today, when we go into our heart chakra meditation, let it be about this intention. How we can open our heart more so that we can connect to the collective energy of life. As we learned last week, the heart chakra is the bridge between the human and the soul. So if we want to evolve on our soul's journey, if we want to expand our consciousness, if we want to heal our pain, our wound, our suffering, we need to tap into higher energy. We need to tap into oneness energy. And that begins here. That is accessed at the heart center, where we know and feel that we are not separate from anyone. And everyone we meet and we interact with is also a mirror or a part of us only, and we of them. Is that clear? Puja, the name of the prayer it's either a Kundalini, it's called the Kundalini mantra, or it's called the Universal Healing Prayer. However, if you need to find it, you can find it on Google by typing Rama Dasa Sa Se Sohang, and you can find it. Yes? And are there any questions before we move further? Very quickly, does anybody want to ask anything before we move further? Not really. Okay, great. So I guess then we are ready to move ahead with our Anahata Chakra healing for today. Let's close our eyes. And let's begin with breath, breathing in through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, sighing out. And with our next breath, let's go back to organic breathing, in and out of the nose, integrating the energy of the mantra that we received today, Ra, Ma, Da, Sa, Sa, Se, So, Hung. And with this awareness, let's bring our attention to the base of our spine, to our root chakra, to the 4-petaled red lotus of our root, and sow this seed of being one with infinity in our root chakra. With our next breath, let's bring our awareness to our sacral chakra, 2 inches below the navel in the center of our body. And once again, let's sow the seed of I am one with infinity in our sacral chakra. With our next breath, let's bring our awareness to our solar plexus chakra. In the solar plexus, let's sow the seed of being one with infinity. And slowly and gently, let's bring our awareness to the center of our chest, connecting to our heart center. See, sense, and visualize a 12-petal green lotus in the center of your chest. Allow your breath to open up your heart center. I'm giving green light to your heart center. I'm giving green light to your heart center. I'm giving green light to your heart center. Allow this green light to open up the doors and windows of your heart so that you may dive deeper into the energy of oneness. Within your heart center, I invite you to see, sense, and visualize that you are in a beautiful place in nature with stunning landscapes that bring you peace and calmness, beautiful flowers, birds, and bees that melt your heart, mountains, trees, rivers, or lakes, or waterfalls that awaken within you a sense of wonder. And you take a few moments in your heart center today to connect to the wonderment of life, to connect to the elemental kingdom. In this human body, we are made up of the 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space. Today, in the heart center, recognize yourself as that. And when you're able to do that, you realize that every other being in creation is also made up of these 5 elements. And so, we are not separate, we are one. And with this energy of oneness, let's chant the Bija mantra for the heart chakra, which is Yum, 3 times. Let's take a deep breath and begin. Yum. 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 And you allow the Bij mantra to expand your heart center even further. And within this expansion, you invite all the people in your heart who you feel have hurt you, and including yourself. And one by one, forgive them and let them go. You may say in your heart, whatever you have done to me, knowingly and unknowingly, I forgive you. And whatever I have done to hurt or harm you, I am sorry. And as you choose forgiveness in the heart, you create more oneness and more expansion. And we then shift our focus to ourself, where there is no one but you in your heart. And you now first ask for forgiveness from yourself for all the mistakes I have made, for all the difficult choices I have chosen, for all the past karmas that impact me in a negative way in this lifetime, for all my challenges, obstacles. I am sorry. If I have hurt anyone, knowingly and unknowingly, I am sorry. For all my limitations, I am sorry. And then we tell ourselves, for any mistakes I have made, I forgive myself. For any challenges I have chosen, I forgive myself. For all the imbalances in my life that are because of me, my past karmas, my misaligned choices, I forgive myself and I love myself. And you allow this energy of love to radiate in your heart center. Filling your heart with love, your physical heart, your energetic heart, until it begins to overflow into all of your body. Allow your own self to be filled with your own love. I love myself. I fully accept myself as I am. I am one. I am love. And your heart chakra begins to spin in clockwise direction, radiating a healing green light to your physical heart, to your lungs, to your respiratory system, to your upper back, your hands, and from here into all of your body. You are filled with the green light of oneness, of self-love, self-acceptance, and forgiveness from head to toe and skin to bone. Allow yourself to be nurtured and nourished by this light. And slowly this light starts to radiate out of your physical body and completely fills your aura and your energy field. And you find yourself in a space of oneness. You find yourself in a place of love. Let's take a deep breath and bring our hands in prayer position to our heart center. Let's awaken gratitude in our hearts for everything that this life has given us. Let's give gratitude to ourselves for showing up for our own self, for our own journey, for taking a step further today, for going deeper today, for working to forgive ourselves, for working to acknowledge our mistakes and taking responsibility. And with your hands in prayer position, in your heart center, visualize your spiritual warrior now. The power of the warrior is not only about strength and physical energy, it is the power of the heart and the power of the mind. Let's surrender to our inner warrior in our heart center who has chosen this life of healing, of change, of transformation. And gently let's rub our palms together. Place them on our eyelids. And when we feel ready, we can open our eyes. Thank you everyone for being here once again. I would like you to share your experience in the chat box, please. Today we went into a space of oneness. We went into a space of forgiveness. Was it easy for you to forgive? Was it easy for you to acknowledge your mistakes? Please type in the chat box. I'm going to put our prayer for the day in the chat box. And please, nobody wants to share? You know, I do want to say this, and I'm going to say this from my heart today because we're in the heart center. All of us facilitators who come and share our light and our energy, we really put effort into it. And that's why we ask for feedback. That's why we ask for your cameras to be turned on. And you putting on your cameras and you chatting and sharing in the comments is you acknowledging my presence and our existence and the work that not only me but all my peers do. You know, we are coming and sitting here day after day. All the SoulSensei team is coming and sitting here day after day for you. And it would really be nice if you can respond, if you can have your cameras on. If I am okay to show you myself, then you also need to be okay to show me yourself. Why are we hiding behind these blank screens? It doesn't matter where we are, what is our surrounding. The surrounding doesn't have to be beautiful. I have a beautiful altar because this is my healing room. I can be sitting anywhere. All those things don't matter. Look, we are coming into the heart, we are coming into oneness. Where you are sitting, what you're doing doesn't matter. It's important that you show up. And there are a few of you who every day put your cameras on, and I'm really grateful to you for that. And to all of you, I'm really going to encourage any session that you go to, do your best. I know some of you are at work, so it's difficult to put the camera. And even while you're at work, you're showing up. So deep gratitude for that. But at least those of us who are at home, and please do share in the comments because it really helps, right? Otherwise, what is the point of us coming and doing this? Thank you. Thank you for receiving that. And thank you for sharing. It's not easy to accept your mistakes. Yes, it is not easy to acknowledge our mistakes. We always want people in the world to change. We want our mothers and fathers to change. We want our partners to change. We want our friends to change. We never realize that we also might be making mistakes. We also might be hurting other people unconsciously also. There's a lot of unconscious stuff. I'm not saying anybody is deliberately choosing to be bad to someone else, which is why charity begins at home. Coming in the heart helps us take responsibility of our own journey. Let's us heal first and let's us be the change. It's not easy to accept our mistakes, but that's the journey. We need to look at ourselves. Yes, it is possible to feel calm when we go into the heart or any kind of meditation. Okay, so someone is asking, then why is it knowingly, unknowingly we again repeat it? Because, okay, we are human beings and we have a mental capacity, and there are some things, if you know it, you can work to change it. If you don't know it, how can you change it? If I don't know that I'm doing something wrong, if it's in my unconscious or if it's in my subconscious, then I cannot change it and that energy will continue. If I am unconsciously speaking rudely to my husband and I'm never aware of it that I'm speaking very rudely to him, then I will keep repeating that karma, isn't it? However, if I become aware that, okay, I am speaking rudely to him, then I can make an effort to change it. This is just an example, right? So, awareness is the key. If I don't know only, then how will I change it? Which is why self work, inner work, meditation, we have to work with ourself. The outer world is a reflection of us and our inner world. As is within, so is without. Yes, I want all of you who join regularly, and I'm hoping the ones who came for the first time today will come back tomorrow. As is within, so is without. Let's sit with this. Tomorrow we are going to be in the throat. I would like you all to share what this means to you. Sit with it for the next 24 hours. And thank you very much for being here today. Lots of love to you from my heart to yours. And thank you, Soul Sensei. Avina, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us live today. Thank you, Anahata, for doing this session. Hoping to see you all again soon tomorrow. Look out for our upcoming sessions as well. We have our upcoming session with Tamanna on the 17th of Jan at 3 p.m. Hoping to see you all for that and more sessions on SoulSensei. Thank you so much, all. Have a great day.